Alright, welcome to a quick review of the G-Wolf Skoll SKS Ace Edition. Now, I have filmed this several times, and I just tried to film it, and the mic did not work, so if I sound a little more drawn out than usual, that's part of the reason. So, let's get started. So, in the box, I usually don't talk about what comes in the box, because honestly, I don't find it particularly relevant for most products, but with this, it's pretty interesting. So you get it's in the nice tin. Then in the tin you get the mouse and a cable. It has a detachable cable. It's not wireless though, which is fine. And then you get all this. So you get an extra cable, extra mouse switches, extra feet. You get extra. You get like something that's like a flavor thing. I'm not really sure what that's for. And then you also get a brush to clean out the mouse, which is fairly interesting. You also get grip tape that I should actually put on the mouse. And then I used it the wrong way. So there's grip tape you're supposed to put here, here, and then there's some for here. So the whole mouse can be covered. Personally, I don't like the way that looks. And I'm not a big fan of holding grip tape, trying to spam click on a mouse with grip tape on top. So I just ended up stacking it all on the side like this. Which actually, after I did that, I started doing way better with this mouse. So I'll call that a victory. But the clicks on this mouse are... yeah, there's a good amount of pre-travel, unfortunately. And they're not really too wobbly. But yeah, good amount of pre-travel. And a lot of post-roll and right-click for some reason. Just not very great clicks. I almost wonder, because... I don't know. I mean, they feel really good. I don't know what switches you're using, but those feel pretty good. And they're really stiff, though. So do keep that in mind. Then you have the scroll wheel of the mouse, which is not really supposed to be tactile. It's fine, but it's unremarkable. It's not like I use a scroll wheel and I'm like, wow, that's a good scroll wheel. Like on the MM710, I like that one. But scroll wheel doesn't really matter too much, in my opinion. Side buttons, they're okay. They're maybe a bit worse than the Model D. But I am being a bit picky with this mouse. And the Model D has less post trail. I'd say they're about on par. So these are some pretty good side buttons, but I don't know. I feel like they're a bit harder to press than the Model D. Maybe that's just me, though. Then you have the shape, which... sorry. I'm not going to critique cloned shapes too much because, well, they're clones. It's really small, so do keep that in mind. Someone like me with my like 20.5 that I love hands, you can tell this mouse looks tiny because it is. And I actually had to put grip tape on the side to make it longer. On the plus side, I include enough grip tape where if you want to do that, you can. I don't think it's how it's intended to be used, but that's how I'm going to do it. And then with the mouse. So it is really small, so anyone with super large hands who like palm grips, you're probably not going to want this. If you have smaller hands and palm grip, though, it might be possible. But yeah. And then the only thing I wish is they did like what the Model D did, where you put deeper comfort grooves in the left and right clicks. But that probably wouldn't have been a great idea on such a small mouse anyway. So yeah. Then build quality of the mouse. Bit of creaking, and you can press in the side buttons for this side. It's not the greatest build quality ever, but I don't think anyone's gonna like use this mouse and be like, wow, this feels cheap. So I'll take it as a win. And the weight of this mouse is like 50 grams. It's insanely light. In fact, the lightest mouse I've used. This mouse weighs like nothing. So if you want a mouse that's super light, then this is up your alley. But yeah, 50 grams. I mean, that just doesn't even sound real, honestly. And it's not a lie either. I think that's what Some of the earlier, I believe there's one version that weighs a little less, but it also has much worse build quality. So, yeah. Sensor-wise, I forgot to talk about sensor in like one of the last review attempts I did with this mouse. But sensor, it's a 3389 or a 3360. I don't remember which one, but it's I don't have any problems with it, as you'd expect. The mouse feet are relatively good. Any scratching here is probably just from grip tape for my tail moving. The feet are on par with most things I've used. And then the cable. I know a lot of reviews I heard earlier were sort of crapping on this cable. It's not the best mouse cable I've used, but it's pretty good. Nobody's gonna have any problems. As you can see, I'm like right next to the mouse and it's not moving. This is a very good cable. Very good feeding cable. And then let's go take a look at software. And then fair warning, if you do have to install software, you generally have to install it via RAR file from GWolf's kind of sketchy site. So yeah, make sure you have like WinRAR or 7-zip. I did not actually have either of those installed, but when I got those, I was able to get the software running just fine. So you have lighting right here. And outside that, you can, I believe, change what the buttons do. Then you have a DPI. And you can also change these LED colors. And I forgot to mention what was considered the lighting, but it's literally this dim LED back here and then these two things over here. I don't even know why you bother with RGB at that point. I don't know if you could change the functions of these buttons. I disabled both. You got LOD, USB pull and right. I believe that's some sort of smoothing or angle acceleration thing. Wait, angle snapping cut. And then this is the bounce time, which controls the mouse double clicks or not. So Minecraft players rejoice, but you wouldn't really want to buy this mouse for Minecraft. It just has stiff clicks. It's not going to be a great experience. Oh crap! Why did I played nothing? Okay. Well. And then you can do macros. So yeah, I'd say my review though is that the mouse itself is very, very good, although it does have a couple flaws. However, the company itself though, GWolf's or G-Sevlo, is not the company's greatest reputation. The website itself, personally, I think it looks extremely sketchy. And then there was some drama between them and HK Gaming. Apparently, GWolf was committing like money laundering or something. So, just not great. And on Amazon, with some of their mice, they advertise themselves as G-Sevlo. In fact, on my box, that's what it says. Look at this thing here, G-Sevlo. Instead of GWolf. Sevlo is just wolf spelled backwards. And GWolf is not really a company I can necessarily trust people to give their money to, at least directly. I'd suggest if you are gonna buy a GWolf mouse, just try to get it off Amazon. So at least if something bad happens, you have Amazon customer service, you can usually have a good chance of returning it. Which sucks, I think this mouse is really good. This would make it the lightest mouse where you don't have to press in any holes because you can put grip tape on. And the grip tape itself, it's pretty sticky, so your fingers aren't going to be moving around unless you want them to. But yeah, is GWolf's a company I can trust? Not really, which is unfortunate. I think this is a pretty good mouse, but if I can't trust GWolf's, it's kind of a suggestion that's not necessarily easy to make. But it is a suggestion I can make. You just want like a ultralight, very premium mouse, and you don't really care how good of a company GWolf's is. So yeah, bye.